Picture the ancient Agora of Athens, where Stoic philosophers tread upon sun-warmed stones, their minds a fortress against the tumult of public life. Stoicism emerges here, a philosophy not of marbled columns and lofty ideals, but of the inner citadel, robust and unyielding to the caprices of fate. Within this citadel, kindness is akin to the steady flame of an oil lamp, unwavering in the gusts of life's hardships. The Stoic approach to kindness is not a spontaneous flicker of emotion, but a deliberate beacon, guided by the four cardinal virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Hence, Stoic philosophy does not extol kindness as a soft whisper in the chaos of human suffering. Rather, it heralds it as a deliberate declaration made with a voice resonant with rationality and the unshakable timbre of inner strength. It teaches us to be kind through rational choice and inner strength, not through emotional softness, thus crafting a soul that is as compassionate as it is invincible. In the heart of the Stoic philosophy, virtue stands as the commanding general of the soul, with its four disciplined lieutenants: wisdom, the lantern illuminating the shadowed paths of uncertainty, allowing clear vision in the murky corridors of moral dilemmas; courage, the unshakable mountain against the relentless winds of fear and adversity; justice, the unerring compass pointing steadfastly toward fairness, ensuring that each step taken is aligned with the greater good; and temperance, the serene guardian who, with a firm but gentle hand, tempers desire with the golden cord of restraint. Kindness, within this venerable quartet, acts as the life-giving river that flows through the terrain of the human experience, sustaining and enriching all it touches. It is not a mere accessory to these virtues, but their very expression in action, manifesting wisdom through understanding the plight of others, courage through the bravery of compassion, justice through the impartiality of aid, and temperance through the measured response to the needs of the moment. It is the harmonious interaction of these virtues that produces the Stoic ideal of kindness, a force both gentle and mighty. Diverging from the sudden and often tempestuous nature of emotional impulsiveness, virtue-based kindness is like a fortress built stone by stone, each act of goodwill a deliberate placement in an enduring structure. Emotional impulsiveness is akin to a spark in the dry brush, flashy and unpredictable, sometimes leading to uncontrolled blazes. In contrast, the Stoic's kindness is like the controlled burn, purposefully set and carefully managed to renew the forest floor. It is kindness with foresight, kindness that is sustainable and considered, cultivated through the rigorous application of principles rather than the erratic ebb and flow of feelings. It stands not on the fragile reed of momentary emotion, but on the robust foundation of a well-examined life. In the Stoic garden of virtues, self-care stands as the nurturing soil from which all good things grow. It is the act of watering one's own roots to flourish amidst life's arid stretches. Stoicism does not preach self-indulgence, but champions self-care as a form of respect to one's own rational nature. It is the art of maintaining one's inner citadel so that the walls may stand firm when offering shelter to others in the storm. The Stoic art of kindness mirrors the equilibrium of the seasoned trapeze artist, poised and precise. It is a dance of giving, performed with an eye ever watchful on the scale of personal well-being. This balance is crucial, as one cannot pour from an empty cup. Stoics understand that one must be whole to offer wholeness, must be sound to counsel soundly, and must be serene to extend serenity. Therefore, kindness is dispensed not as an unchecked river that risks running dry, but as a measured stream that knows its source and its limits. Stoics fashion boundaries with the precision of a sculptor, chiseling away the excess to reveal form and function. Practical boundary setting may manifest as the polite decline of a request that clashes with one's own values, or the firm yet gentle refusal to engage in that which depletes rather than enriches. It could also appear as the allocation of time for self-reflection amidst the demands of service to others. These are the tools by which Stoics construct the sanctuary of their personal space, allowing for kindness that is deliberate and sustainable, rather than one that leads to the erosion of their own virtue. Emotional resilience in Stoic kindness is the bedrock upon which it firmly stands, unswayed by the volatile tides of circumstance. It is the strength of a lighthouse, offering unwavering guidance amidst the stormy seas of human distress. The Stoics embrace resilience not as a mere defense against emotional turmoil, but as an active, living practice that enables them to offer kindness with both feet grounded firmly in the reality of life's imperfections. Stoicism teaches the heart to remain still in the face of ingratitude or misfortune, much like the ancient olive tree that stands stoically, its roots entrenched deep within the earth as it bears the harshness of changing seasons. This rootedness is not a withdrawal from the world, but a declaration of independence from the forces that seek to dislodge equanimity. In the Stoic view, neither the sharp sting of thanklessness nor the heavy cloak of adversity should deter the spirit of benevolence. Rather, they serve as the forge in which the steel of their compassion is tempered. The annals of Stoic thought brim with exemplars of resilient kindness. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, extended clemency to his adversaries, not as an act of weakness, but as a manifestation of strength tempered by wisdom. Seneca, in his manifold writings, espoused the virtue of generosity in both wealth and spirit, even in the face of betrayal or loss. Epictetus, once a slave, spoke of understanding the shackles of one's own judgments and preconceptions to extend kindness to all, regardless of their station or response. These sages demonstrated that the most profound acts of kindness spring from a well of resilience, a profound understanding of human frailty, and a resolve to act with goodness as an unassailable facet of one's character. The tapestry of Stoic empathy is woven with the golden threads of cognitive empathy, a fabric that feels the contours of another's plight through the loom of the mind. This Stoic practice involves stepping into the sandals of another, surveying the world through their eyes, yet without becoming ensnared in the emotional undercurrents that often accompany such perspective-taking. It is empathy exercised with the clarity and precision of a philosopher's logic, discerning the needs and emotions of others through a lens polished by rational reflection. Stoicism utilizes reason as the navigator in the vast sea of human needs. With the compass of logic and the chart of understanding, Stoics sail these waters not on the whims of emotional currents, but with the stars of wisdom as their guide. This methodical approach to understanding others' needs involves a careful analysis of their situations, devoid of subjective emotional coloration, to provide support that is both appropriate and effective. It is the reasoned hand that feeds, not out of impulse, but out of a deep and reasoned well of shared humanity. Stoic empathy stands apart from emotional empathy as the measured stride differs from the unbridled sprint. While emotional empathy can lead to a shared emotional experience, often to the point of personal distress, Stoic empathy maintains a clear separation of personal emotional states from those of others. It appreciates the emotional realities of another without becoming submerged in them, allowing for assistance that is not only compassionate, but also constructive and sustained. It is empathy with an anchor in the Stoic soul, ensuring that one remains steadfast, capable of giving without losing oneself to the tides of emotion. Inner fortitude in Stoicism is the silent sentinel of the psyche, the unwavering source from which kind actions emanate. Like the roots of an age-old tree, it anchors the Stoic in a bedrock of moral certainty, from which acts of kindness extend as natural expressions of an unassailable character. This inner strength is not callous but calculated, fueled by the understanding that true kindness is a conscious choice, armored against the whims of circumstance and caprice. Stoics stand as the architects of their emotional landscape, constructing a domain where sentiment is observed, understood, but not blindly obeyed. In the practice of Stoic discipline, to resist being soft is not to deny one's emotions, but to temper them with reason, to filter them through the mesh of a well-reasoned philosophy of life. Stoics are not devoid of feeling, rather they master the tides of their passions, channeling them into actions that are measured and aligned with virtue. The edifice of inner strength is buttressed through Stoic exercises, chief among them being premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This practice is akin to the strategic planning of a seasoned general who anticipates every eventuality of the battlefield. By contemplating potential adversities, Stoics inoculate themselves against the shock of misfortune and fortify their resolve. Through such exercises, the Stoic mind becomes a fortress from which kindness can be dispensed with intention and fortitude without the ramparts of self-crumbling under the pressures of external chaos. It is this disciplined rehearsal of life's challenges that molds the Stoics' resilience, ensuring that their capacity for kindness is a choice of strength, not a reflex of weakness. Confronting injustice, the Stoic wields firmness and kindness not as opposing forces, but as twin blades of the same sword. Addressing wrongs with firmness is to stand with unyielding resolve against the tide of injustice, like a lighthouse steadfast against the onslaught of the waves, yet their beam, a symbol of kindness, guides lost ships to safe harbor. This duality ensures that the Stoics' pursuit of justice does not harden into cruelty, nor does their kindness bleed into complacency. It is the art of saying no with a spine of steel and a heart open to dialogue and reform. The cultivation of Stoic tranquility amid adversity is akin to the ancient tree whose branches dance in the gale, but whose trunk stands immovable. This tranquility is not a soft bed of leaves, passive and inert, but a resilient wood, alive and adaptive. In the face of wrongdoing, Stoics maintain this inner calm, not by shielding themselves from the storm of emotions, but by understanding them, navigating through them with deliberate steps, and emerging not unscarred, but unbroken. Stoics engage in the fight for justice with the precision of the surgeon and the patience of the sculptor. They recognize the balance required to act against the injustices that can be corrected and the serenity to accept those that are beyond the reach of change. This is not a soft surrender to fate, but a strategic embrace of reality, where their energies are channeled to where impact is possible. In a world that often confuses noise with action, the Stoic knows that the most profound changes often come from the quiet but relentless pursuit of what is right, undergirded by an unwavering commitment to the Stoic ideal that to be kind is not to be soft, but to be powerfully deliberate. To weave Stoic kindness into the fabric of personal relationships is to cultivate a garden that thrives in all seasons. It means listening with an intent, not just to reply, but to understand, responding not with impulsive judgment, but with thoughtful consideration. In the family tapestry, it is to forgive flaws and encourage strengths, offering support that is as steadfast as the oak and guidance as gentle as the breeze. With friends, it embodies loyalty unshaken by misfortune and honesty delivered with the soft hand of compassion. Stoic kindness in personal spheres is about setting boundaries that respect both self and others, allowing for relationships that are not only enduring, but nurturing. In the realm of professional settings, Stoic kindness manifests as leadership that serves with humility and integrity, decision-making that is fair and unprejudiced, and collaboration that values the contributions of each individual. It is the calm within the storm of deadlines, the voice of reason in the din of conflict, and the hand that builds rather than divides. Stoic kindness in work environments doesn't waver under pressure, but holds fast to principles, ensuring that respect and ethical conduct are the cornerstones of corporate culture. Faced with the multifaceted challenges and social issues of the modern world, Stoic kindness stands as a beacon of rational compassion. It means engaging with societal problems not with fleeting outrage, but with sustained commitment to change, channeling emotions into actions that are purposeful and directed. It involves using one's influence, however great or small, to advocate for fairness and dignity for all. And it looks like choosing daily acts of kindness that ripple outward, from offering patience in a heated discussion to volunteering in community services. Stoic kindness in the contemporary arena is an active force, confronting discrimination, injustice, and inequality with both the wisdom to devise solutions and the courage to implement them. In the heart of Stoic philosophy, kindness is understood not as the soft echo of emotional whims, but as the resolute voice of virtuous strength. The tapestry of Stoicism weaves together the strands of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, with kindness acting as the thread that binds them into a coherent whole. This kindness is a deliberate act of the will, informed by a mind in pursuit of moral excellence and a spirit undeterred by the flux of external conditions. The enduring value of Stoicism lies in its profound ability to guide us towards a balanced approach to kindness, one that is neither spineless in its gentleness nor harsh in its strength. It presents a model of kindness that is compassionate yet composed, empathetic yet rational, ever reminding us that the true measure of our humanity is found not in the ferocity of our emotions, but in the depth of our principles. In the bustling crossroads of contemporary life, where the cacophony of conflicting messages often blurs the line between kindness and naivete, the wisdom of Stoic kindness remains an invaluable compass. It teaches us that to navigate the complexities of modern existence with kindness is to do so with a soul tempered by discipline and a heart fortified by resolve. In a world where softness is often exploited and strength is misunderstood as cruelty, Stoicism offers the middle path, where kindness is an expression of our highest self, ever constant, ever serene, ever strong.